right, so I'm on the passenger side, and what I'd done, it's hard to do one-handed, while it was plugged in, I put this in, gave it a little tug, and before I did that, I pushed it down as far as I could, and then gave it a little tug and then pulled up. Just note, this is a nice tool, but when things become more brittle, this will just rip that lock off. So when you give it a little tug to make that lock sway from the other spot, as long as it's not dirty, you shouldn't use this to pull it out. You should try to use something else, like maybe the sides. Cable's not I don't like to unplug things by the cable, maybe the side here. This one had a little lock on it. It took a second to figure it out. Basically, a dental tool on the side, right here in the front, there's a little hole. Pull it up, and then it slides right out. So no other button to push, at least it didn't when I pulled that out. And to be honest, I wish they had these on everything. I don't know why. I hate these. These are on coils and everything, and it's just a bunch of hooey. So I compressed air out this area like the other side. I'll be showing some other stuff. Looks like there's a little bit of yellow there, so I'm guessing that got a little bit hot. I don't know if that's the reason. Interesting. Maybe nothing. And I'm surprised the amount of corrosion in here and dirt. So evidently more debris gets up from the other side up. All right, when we're loosening the gas cap, I had bought this tool on Amazon. It is a universal one. It's okay. And to be honest, I went to Harbor Freight and bought this the yellow set. It's a lot more rigid. And this one, while it chipped it a little bit, to loosen the gas lock, that one worked fantastic. I went crazy and bought this. I don't know. It's brass, aluminum mixed non-spark tool. To be honest, I really like this one the best. But if you wanted to get by and go cheap, this was fine. I think this was $3 or $4. This is $20. I think this is like 19, $20 as well. Yeah, so do what you want, but really you only need this. And this is in regards to unloosening the lock on each port for your gas pump and your fuel flange or filter. Thanks, bye. This transferred from, I got it on a long time ago from my other Cayenne. I got it on Harbor Freight, and it works great. Just note to self, or anyone out there that uses it, after you use it once, I think even if you use one, like I bought two, one for water and one for fuel, it doesn't matter. The glue on the center part that holds the nozzles and so forth will begin to separate. And so I had to get some sealing, I forget what, some kind of the self-sealing tape around it to keep it from leaking out again. Or just buy a new one. They're like $5, but I already had this one and the motor still worked. And at first I thought that maybe the gas had let the glue separate, but it did on the water too. So evidently it's kind of like a one-time use machine, then falls apart. But I was able to seal it off and use it again, and pumped out, I think, maybe 24, 25 gallons, probably more than I needed. My wife's car holds 28. She's got an extended tank. And so my 928 and my other Cayenne got the fuel. And just waiting. Also, last time I didn't do it, this time I'm doing it. Since there's not a lot of information out on the 5.8, I am putting wire ties around the connections when I unplug them and showing pictures where they're going to figure out which one goes where. And this car does not have two pumps. It has one. Well, it does have two pumps. It has a high flow pump. It's on the engine, and then which I don't know, increases it to triple figures or more. I don't know. I think more than triple increases. I think I heard 1,000, but I don't have the data on that. Probably to itemize fuel. So that's where we go. Thanks. Bye. you have this type of plug. I stuck a trim tool in there. It was in there very tight. And then there is a black connector, which at the moment it's buried down in there. Don't think it's connected to the pump, but I had to push it in from the side, and I'll show you. Oh, there it is. Squeezing it in, I couldn't get it to go, but on the other side there was a hole there, and I just pushed that black thing in and it went. All right, so now we got to figure out. Okay, Cole, turn off the video for now.
Okay, it's
do the same thing as we did last. Okay, that's the blue line, right?
Yeah, it doesn't see the blue though.
What color is it then?
It is blue, but
all right,
it's...
so now walk around.
See.
Please walk around to the other side. This is the long cable from the pump, and so it will come out here. So what I got to do now is twist the pump out. It should,
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on.
Go this side and come the other. So wait a minute. See, this is moving.
Yeah.
That's yellow. Now come over here. Come over here now. Come over. So that one reaches all the way to that side there. And probably we'll just go ahead and take that out because it'll flop around.
You want the video to end?
Yeah. You ready?
It's on.
Okay, so the shorter cable that comes off the pump, I made it pink, and like I said, it
That's
was
your hand, bud.
It was a shorter pink. It was a shorter connection of the hose from the pump. All right. So I don't know if you can see it, but this black thing, can you see a black thing? It's a black hose right there. That actually you squeeze and release it right there. So that you'll have to take that out whenever you're removing the pump. All right, so taking it out upside down. And again, that fished over to the other side as well, like the other one, and it is blue. So there's that. All right, thank you, Cole. So for whatever reason, when trying to twist it out, I was going this way, which is that clockwise, I think?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no, it's counterclockwise. Going like this. It seemed to loosen the track, but it wouldn't come out all the way. And I could not figure out how to do it to get it pulled out. But basically, it will come out, but you just have to, I guess, be angry and pull it out. It just like felt stuck. Now there is on this car, the float gauge is right beside it. And so I almost thought it was like attached to it, but the float gauge is actually attached to the cylinder that locks this in. All right. Okay, recapping. So you would do everything in reverse order. Hopefully I can remember this in correct order. Basically, just install the fuel pump clockwise to lock it. You can then, if you want, install the two black in-tank fuel lines. And then you can, from the fuel pump, I have it color-coded in other videos. You have the longer line that goes over to the filter, and then the fuel flange that's on the passenger side as well. You'll cross that one over to the color code line that I had listed previously on my video, and connect that to the filter. And then you'll have that little short line, the pink line, I believe, if I recall, that connects to the fuel flange as well, but verify in the video. And then you have your power lines, which are they didn't give you much length, and it's a struggle to get them connected. At least it was for me. You got those two lines, and don't forget to install your new rubber seal for both sides. And basically after that, I siliconed up the seal the rubber seals, and also the what it would be the flange and the filter on the sides, so they would just go in real nice. And basically you turn and lock them into position, and then you put your lock ring on and then lock it into position. Now, before I removed the lock rings, I marked where they were originally at. So basically when locking them, hitting them with like I said, a screwdriver is what I was using, that one that's non-sparking. I basically kept turning it, I believe it was clockwise, until it got to the position where it was previously locked at from the factory. And that's it. I believe this video shows you everything you need to know to do it. The car's running fine. Waiting for the next opportunity. Thanks, guys.
As always, please subscribe.